Welcome back, coin lovers and history fans. Today we're diving into one of the most patriotic and iconic coins in U.S. history, the 1980 half-dollar USA coin, a proud piece of American history that carries the image of one of the nation's most beloved presidents, John F. Kennedy. Though this coin might look common at first glance, it represents decades of history, artistry, and the enduring memory of a leader whose legacy shaped a generation. So let's dive into the design, background, composition, mint, and collector value of the 1989 Kennedy half-dollar and find out what makes it special. The Kennedy half-dollar series began in 1964. Just months after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy, the coin was created as a tribute to his life and leadership, and it quickly became one of the most collected modern coins in the United States. Even today, nearly 60 years later, the Kennedy half-dollar continues to be a symbol of hope, courage, and American pride. The 1989 half-dollar was struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D Mint mark just below Kennedy's neckline on the obverse side. The obverse design was created by Gilroy Roberts, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint at the time. It features a detailed profile of President John F. Kennedy facing left, with his strong jawline and distinctive hair beautifully captured in fine detail. The inscriptions, Liberty Curve, around the top, "In God We Trust," appears just below his chin, and the date, 1989, is positioned at the bottom. Flipping the coin to the reverse side, we see the elegant presidential seal, designed by Frank Gust, another legendary U.S. Mint engraver. It features a heraldic eagle with wings spread wide, clutching an olive branch in one talon and arrows in the other, symbols of peace and strength. Above the eagle's head is a circle of 13 stars, representing the original colonies, and the shield on the eagle's chest represents unity and protection. The inscriptions "United States of America" and half-dollar framed the design, with "E pluribus unum," meaning out of many, one, on a banner above the eagle dot in terms of composition. By 1989, the half-dollar was made of cupronickel clad, consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel on the outer layers, bonded to a pure copper core. It weighs 11.34 grams, has a diameter of 30.6 millimeters, and a reeded edge. Unlike the 1964 Kennedy halves, which were struck in 90% silver, the 1989 coin contains no silver content and was produced primarily for circulation. The mintage for the 1989 half-dollar was around 23,216 coins, a moderate figure compared to some earlier years. These coins were made for general use, but by the late 1980s, half-dollars were no longer widely used in everyday transactions. Most of them ended up being stored, collected, or distributed through banks and mint sets. Now, let's discuss value and collectability. In circulated condition, the 1989 Kennedy half-dollar typically holds its face value of 50 cents, as it remains legal tender in the United States. However, in uncirculated or mint state condition, it becomes more interesting to collectors. A coin graded MS-65 mint state can sell for around $3 to $6 US, while higher grades like MS-67 can reach $20 or more. Depending on luster and strike quality, if you happen to find a proof version of the 1989 half-dollar, it would have been struck at the San Francisco Mint with an S mint mark and mirror-like surfaces. Those are worth more, typically $5 to $10 USD, depending on condition. Collectors also keep an eye out for error coins. Some rare 1989 halves have been found with off-center strikes, double dies, or planchette errors, which can make them worth anywhere from $50 to several $100s, depending on the uniqueness of the flaw. So if your coin looks unusual, it might be worth a closer look. The 1989 Kennedy half-dollar also has symbolic importance. It represents a time when the U.S. Mint continued the tradition of honoring JFK's legacy while moving through the modern coinage era. The late 1980s were a time of change. The end of the Cold War was near, and America was stepping into a new chapter of history. Yet, the Kennedy half-dollar remained a reminder of leadership, service, and unity. If you're looking to sell or preserve your 1989 half-dollar, store it in a protective holder or coin capsule to prevent scratches and oxidation. While it may not be a rare treasure in most cases, it's still a beautiful and meaningful piece that connects you directly to one of the most emotional chapters in American history. In conclusion, the 1989 half-dollar USA coin might not be made of silver or carry a massive price tag, but it embodies a powerful legacy. With its elegant design, historical symbolism, and connection to President John F. Kennedy, it remains a coin worth keeping, not just for its value, but for its story. Thanks for watching, friends. If you enjoyed learning about the 1989 Kennedy half-dollar, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our next journey through the world of rare and historical coins. Until next time, keep collecting, keep exploring, and remember, every coin has a story worth sharing.